Okay, I'm going to do a video on unconditional love. Now, from my perspective, love as you know it, the vibration of love, goes way, 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 way higher than what you as a human know, all the way up to pure source, which is the epitome of unconditional love vibration. Of course, you can't even get close to that right now. But as I've said before, in the lower vibrations of 3D, really love, as I think of love, wasn't even accessible in most people's case as a general rule, without really stepping outside the normal vibrations, day-to-day vibrations. But we're back in 4D now, and love and unconditional love are totally accessible, or at least the lower vibrations of unconditional love. Now, I think a lot of people say the opposite of love is hate, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. I think vibrationally, the opposite of love is hate, but I would say the opposite of unconditional love within the human vibrational accessibility of it would be despair. So utter and complete despair, which is the best word that I know for the very lowest vibration of 3D that's humanly accessible, I would call utter and complete despair. And the opposite of that is unconditional love. And there's all different kinds of love, and y'all know that. You know that there's the love that you have for your best friend. You know that there's the love that you have for your mate, your child, two same-sex friends, like two guys, the love that they have for each other. I would say there's a really unique love for each other for battlefield relationships. That's very definitely a very intense kind of love. And a lot of times that love, that battlefield love that comes back, that's really closer to unconditional love than most significant other relationships that I have seen in my lifetime anyway. There's just this unconditional desire on it. Now, when I say unconditional love, I mean truly there are no conditions placed on the love at all, whatsoever. So, if you were in a relationship with another person, another mate, significant other, then you would love them no matter what. Now, the tricky part comes in is when you can access the vibrations of unconditional love and you still have to deal with not being stepped on and not being a doormat and whatever. Now, if you create it properly, and if you go to the right timelines, and if you unconditionally love yourself first, and there's the key there. There is the key. You have to unconditionally love yourself first before you try to unconditionally love anyone else, or it will totally backfire. And let me put this into context. If you unconditionally love yourself, and you love yourself no matter what you look like, no matter how much money you've got, no matter if you're, according to your society, beautiful or not, if you make mistakes, if you've lied or stolen or cheated or whatever mistakes you've made, if you love yourself not only in spite of those but because of those, in that you see the God in yourself, okay? If you unconditionally love yourself, then you will be drawn to timelines where you can unconditionally love others, and that combination of unconditionally loving yourself first and then unconditionally loving others will get you to timelines where you never have to worry about things like, people have asked me, well, let's say you unconditionally love your significant other and he cheats on you with the secretary. Or you unconditionally love your best friend and she steals all your money. Okay, what do you do? How do you not be a doormat and unconditionally love everyone? Well, the reason why this is happening and it's not been successful and it's kind of spiraled down into no love at all or very little love at all on the planet in the lower vibrations of 3D is because it was done like most things are done in humanity. In order to get to the lower 3D, is you've done things backwards. You have to unconditionally love yourself inside out first. You cannot unconditionally love yourself as soon as you've got the job, or as soon as you've got the perfect significant other, or as soon as you've got X amount of money, or as soon as you look a certain way. You can't do it like that. No, you've got to unconditionally love who you are right in the moment, right now, faults and all. Okay? That's got to be done first. If you do it the other way, then when you aren't unconditionally loving yourself first, then you can do the unconditionally loving stuff to the other people, but since you don't love yourself, you don't think yourself is, you don't have self-worth, and you will be sending that message out to the universe, which will be creating more things that will support that unloving nature that you have towards yourself. In other words, that I'm not worthy feeling, vibration that you're sending out. So you will be drawing, or you will be surrounding yourself with people that are within access of that unconditional love that will be supporting your vibration of I'm not worthy of a good enough mate, I'm not worthy enough of loving children, I'm not worthy enough of having money, I'm not worthy enough of being beautiful, I'm not worthy enough of having the best job. You see what I'm saying? So you have to send that vibration out first, and it cannot be based on things outside of yourself. You cannot be looking for all of these other things that will make you unconditionally loving of yourself. Nope. You've got to find that unconditional love of yourself first. Then when you do that, then you will go to those timelines that go, no, I am unconditionally loving of myself. I am an awesome person. I love me the way I am. And yes, I'm going to try to be better me every moment of every day, but I still love me unconditionally. Whoop, you're over at timelines that you're sending out that message. So the people that come back into your life are the aspects of the people who even that were in your life are now coming back at you with that unconditional love that you have sent out to the universe first. Then you simply respond back to it. Now you unconditionally love you, and you know you and your faults better than anybody. Okay? So if you can unconditionally love you with all the faults that you know you've had, all the bad thoughts, all the bad deeds, all the bad whatever, not good enough, didn't do what your parents thought you should do, whatever, then you can, it's a lot easier to look at someone else, your child, your boss, your best friend, your significant other, unconditionally, lovingly. Okay? Then when that happens, there really are none of those other events happen. If you unconditionally love yourself because you are that worthy, that you are that loved by you, and that you surround yourself with other people that you also unconditionally love, then the events like the significant other, he's not going to sleep with the secretary, okay? Your best friend doesn't steal your money. You don't try to find the best friend that doesn't steal your money first. You unconditionally love you. Go to timelines, send that out, surround yourself with other people, then unconditionally love them, and the whole timeline setup that you're on makes those kind of things, they just can't happen. That's how the universe works. It just can't happen. It just can't. The same way that a victim and a a victimizer are drawn together vibrationally, then the same opposite occurs. That if you do the unconditional thing first of yourself, then you do the unconditional love of others, those other vibrations just aren't in your life. And even if something does happen, if you slip or if something sneaks in or in your peripheral, you just you love yourself and those around you so much that you just don't pay it much mind. And if you don't pay it much mind, you don't think about it, you continue on the unconditional love to unconditional love thing, and it just keeps building and building and building, and you go to stronger and stronger timelines where those things happen. Okay? Feel flow free. Does that answer the question? Did I cover unconditional love then? Okay, if not, then tell me what else you're looking for from me, and I will answer it as best I can. Comment below or email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay? Huge hugs to everybody. I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.